in part 3. Hopefully it won't, hopefully my internet, sorry, hopefully my internet does not cut off. Alright, so if you don't know what happened last time, I don't know what the main character's name is, but he had a panic attack, and then so we found out the origami killer is after him. There was a piece of origami, I think it was an origami wolf, I'm not sure, in his hand. Essentially, so now I think we are a detective. We're looking for someone called Laurent Winter. I think I remember her name. Laurent Winter, yeah.
Lauren Winter?
Yep.
Sorry, I only see clients by appointment.
Wait.
It's $50. I don't kiss and I don't do any weird shit.
Wait, what?
Fine by me.
Put your money on the table. You got exactly 10 minutes when the alarm rings. It's over, okay? You should take your clothes off. We ain't got all day.
Actually, I'm not a customer.
Shit, a cop. I should have known. What do you want, a freebie? Is that it?
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. The families of the victims of the origami killer asked me to investigate the murders. I came here just to ask you some questions about Johnny.
I already told the police all I know and I have nothing to add. Leave me alone.
I understand, Lauren. I know what you're going through.
Oh yeah? You know what it feels like to find your own son's body on a wasteland? I'm sorry, I don't believe you have the slightest idea what I'm going through, Mr. Shelby.
The killer is walking around free as we speak. He'll kill again if he's not arrested.
My Johnny's dead, so what difference does it make?
If we don't find the killer, there'll be other mothers who find their son's body on a deserted wasteland. But you're right. Why should you care? It's not your problem anymore, right?
Wait a minute. It's because I'm part of a party, but I don't need to be. Okay. So now I'm gonna hit the game better. Cool. I'm gonna go around 1:30 or 2. So that's about an hour's time, or an hour's 1 hour and 30.
What do you want to know?
Did you suspect anyone after he disappeared?
I meet a lot of pretty shady characters in my line of work. Sure, I thought of it at first. But it didn't seem to make any sense. I don't believe any of my clients could have done that to my Johnny and all those other kids.
How did your son disappear?
He used to go play with the neighborhood kids after school. It was pouring down something awful that day. I'll never forget it. All his friends came home around 5. All except him. You want one?
No thanks, I quit.
That's brave.
Did Johnny live with you?
Yes. Of course, I made sure he never met any of my clients. I wanted to stop, you know. But we needed the money. I was trying to earn enough to get us out of here.
Tell me about Johnny. What kind of kid was he?
Johnny was really a good boy. Sometimes he fought with other kids who called me a, you know. In his own way, I think he understood what was going on. Time's up, Mr. Shelby. I hope you got what you wanted. Now get out of here.
No, I don't want to get out of here. Alright.
Well, if you remember anything, the smallest detail, give me a call.
Oh god, too close. Okay. Hang on a minute.
No point in pushing it. She's not going to tell me anymore. I didn't learn squat. Well, worth a try. I gotta get out of here.
Oh, damn. Oh, it's my inhaler.
Lauren! Lauren, open up, baby. It's me.
Troy, what are you doing here? I already told you I don't want to see you anymore.
Sorry, Dal, but I really want.
Goddamn asthma. And it's not gonna get any better this friggin' weather.
What do you want, asshole?
Lauren, is everything all right?
Hold on.
She's just swell. Now beat it, loser. You again? If you're looking for trouble, you found it. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Oh!
I have to shake my controller so hard. Yeah. I'm really good at fighting, aren't I? No, I did it. Let's go. When you break the table.
I'll see you again, asshole.
Are you alright?
Better than him, I guess. Who is he?
An ex-client who thinks he owns me. He was getting violent and I told him I didn't want to see him anymore.
You should be careful. He'll probably be back. Sorry about the mess.
I was about to say that.
Mr. Shelby.
Sorry about the mess.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I just got trophies. I'm gonna wait until that black thing disappears because that's annoying. No, it's probably disappeared now. Oh my days, what happened? Did I have like a heart attack? Am I the origami killer?
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI?
You got a badge or something, Mr. Jaden?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Blake. Is he around?
I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere.
Thanks. Goddamn rain. Hasn't stopped pouring since I arrived. I'm really gonna love it here. God, my hands are trembling. I gotta keep my act together. At least for now. Video memo recording, Agent 47023, Norman Jaden, Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is 8:14 a.m.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Unrelated to the investigation. I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Thanks. Some orchid pollen. The concentration of pollen in the air is quickly decreasing because of the rain, but it gets higher in the direction of the body.
Is that because of static?
I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Thanks. Footprints continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Harry, comment. Traces of blood on the railroad track. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion.
So they were running for a while.
Harry,
Maybe...
comment. Pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail.
Maybe the blood was, the victims?
Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jayden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jayden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the Origami Killer.
Has the body been identified?
No, not yet. We should know more later today. Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some clues?
You don't find proof sitting behind a desk. We're not in the habit of trampling things into the ground, even if we're not in the FBI.
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Listen, you look busy. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jayden. You come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. When did they find the body?
Excuse me, but who are you exactly?
Norman Jayden, FBI.
If you want to ask questions, you should speak to Lieutenant Blake, sir.
Is that a coffee you're drinking there?
There's some in the thermos behind you. Help yourself.
Pretty chilly, huh? lousy weather, huh? Does it always rain like this?
It rains every fall. Doesn't it do that where you come from?
Well, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Someone like basically Connor.
Dead cat. The FBI doesn't keep files on dead cats. Not yet. Harry, comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland.
I'm heading back to the office. Stay in.
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too. Harry comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland.
Sorry it's taking too long. I don't know what to do. I've scanned the area like 5 times. Apparently there's something going on here. Oh, okay.
Harry comment, the victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence. An orchid was placed on the victim's chest.
Origami.
A small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably closed after the time of death.
Wait a minute. No.
Superficial wound on the right
No. Is it Sean's father?
thigh. Blood analysis suggests it could be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved.
Small wound on the right thigh. And the blood is the same as on the tracks.
His face is covered with mud, like the other victim. His face is covered with mud, like the other victims.
I don't know what to do. Okay, this feels a lot like, this part feels a lot like you know when they show the faces. Sorry, it's late. Oh, you know the part where they show the faces, and like now it feels a lot like Until Dawn. I might get that game again. I didn't like it at first, but now I do. I don't know, it was good. A bat.
A bat.
A wolf.
A wolf's head.
Crab.
Sharp
Whoops.
blades.
No, I meant to say crab. It looks like lungs, if I'm honest. I don't know, shadow?
Shadow. A threatening shadow.
Oh, he's alive, thank Lord.
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident. However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault Jason is dead. He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident.
I love the split screen.
Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death. How is Sean?
He's a very solitary kid, you know, very focused within himself. He's really close to his mother. With me, he's more distant.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
I stopped living at the same time Jason did. And that car ran into us.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
I sometimes have these blackouts. Times when I don't know what I'm doing. I recover consciousness sometime later. but I'm someplace else. And I have no idea how I got there. Do you think this could be related to the accident?
You suffered a massive concussion and were in a coma for 6 months. We really don't know what effect a shock like that can have on the brain. That's the end of this session. We'll continue this conversation next week. You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor.
The hell? It says 0.96 something inches, or 986 inches.
Do you want to eat something? Aren't you gonna go play with the other kids?
I don't feel like it.
Is something the matter, Sean?
No, I'm alright.
How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
That's a deep teacher.
I'm sorry about that.
It's like a primary school, man.
Next time, we'll really pull it together, okay?
Sean used to love going to the park, laughing and messing around. Man, he was so happy. But that was before, with Jason. Poor Sean. He probably got into trouble at school because of me.
No, not really. I can never make it come back.
Can I give it a try?
Wow.